Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new on this channel, my name is Christianah. I'm a realtor in the GTA, and if you're not new, welcome back. Today I'm going to be eating this, and from the title of this video already, you can already tell what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a Q&A session while I enjoy this nice spread of shrimp and crabs. So without wasting your time, let's get right into the questions. All right, ready, set, go. Let's go.
What made you go into real estate?
Well, real estate is a profession that has been in my family growing up. So I kind of like grew up in the environment. So when I moved to Canada and the opportunity presented itself, I guess it made it easier for me to choose it. And it's also something that I've always wanted to do when I was younger and I kind of like forgot about it for the longest time until recently. So yeah, that's why I chose real estate. Also, I made a video earlier this year talking about why I chose real estate and why I decided to become a realtor. So you can check out that video as well. It has it's more in depth on why I chose the profession. So I'll put a link as well so you can check it out. Next question.
What else do you like doing apart from real estate?
What else do I like doing? I love watching shows. So when I'm not showing houses or doing anything related to real estate, I'm either watching a movie or watching a show. I love them, so that's what you catch me doing. Yeah.
Okay, this is a question from a random person. How can I start investing in real estate? The minimum amount, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. 4 steps to this. First things first, start saving. Start saving, start budgeting, regardless of where you're at. Even if you're going to be buying 2 years from now, whatever the case is, start saving now. That's the first step. Second step is to get pre-approved. So go to your bank, speak to your bank, and know what your maximum purchase price is. Next thing would be for you to speak to an agent, so aka me. Let's work out the location, the specifications, we'll be able to figure out the best place for you, regardless of if you're buying an investment property or, your first home. And fourth thing, we're gonna get you your place, right? So congrats, you've gotten your place. Now it's time for you to move in or, for you to start renting it out. So that's that about that. Next question, please.
And the minimum amount?
So the minimum amount, it's basically going to be based off of the purchase price of the property. The minimum amount for your down payment is, for example, if you're buying a property that is 500,000, you're going to be paying 5% of 500,000 for your down payment. And if your property is 600,000, for example, you're paying 5% on 500,000, and the remaining 100,000, you're paying 10% on that amount. So you're going to add the amount from the 10% and the 5%, and that's going to be your total down payment for that property. Let me know if you don't understand that, and we can connect and just talk more about that. Next question.
What is better, buying land and building a house, or buying a house?
That's a very good question. When it comes to buying land and building on it, it's basically it boils down to your preference, right? If you have the financial capability to buy a house that's already built, and that's what you're able to afford, go for that. If you're able to buy land and you have the money to build on top of that land, go for it as well. It all just depends on your pocket and also your preference. Next question.
What inspired you to start YouTube?
What inspired me to start YouTube? Okay, so YouTube has hope. So YouTube is something that I actually always wanted to do for the longest time since I was in school, like university. But I just didn't have like a topic to talk about, right? It was just I felt like every other thing that I was seeing people do, I was not really into it, like makeup and then hair. Yes, I have a natural hair and all, but I just didn't want to spend that time, like, you know, making videos and everything like that. But when I became an agent, it just made sense, right? Like the topics just made sense, like talking about real estate, and if I wanted to add any other thing to it, I could. That's what made me start it. Just getting into real estate and seeing how it can be a great tool for my business, and also just to build my confidence and, you know, put me out of my shell. Like this shrimp. Next question, please.
How long did it take you to make your first sale?
So in real estate, it could take months to make your first deal, right? I'm sure everyone knows this already. But for me, in my first, I believe I closed my first deal in like 6 months of being in real estate. And from there, you know, from there on out, it just kept rolling, right? So I'd say like, it depends. It honestly depends on everyone's journey is different. But for me, it took like about 6 months, and then I was able to, you know, just keep going from there. I think I'm gonna come back for this later because it's not cracking. Next question, please. Next question, please.
How long have you been a real estate agent?
So I've been a realtor for a year and 2 weeks. Next question, please.
What is the best advice to give someone looking to become an agent?
Honestly, the best advice to give someone looking to become an agent, just be you. Like, know that this career is not something, it's not all that glitters that's gold. That's one thing that some people don't know. You come into the career thinking, or you come into the profession thinking that, you know, you're just going to nail it and just keep going, bam, bam, bam. Yes, sometimes it can work like that for you, but honestly, just come with that mind of like, you know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Do your best every day. Wake up knowing that, you know, you have an opportunity to be better than you were the last time, and just keep working on yourself. Keep working on your personal growth, because, and also save a lot. If you can, before you get into the career, save what you can, because sometimes, you know, things might not go the way you plan it to go. You might not nail that deal in the first try, you know, and then you might not have, you know, money coming in constantly. So if you have something to fall back on, you're good, right? Because you also need to, you know, take care of yourself. You also need to take care of your business, you know, pay for branding and all these different things. So just save up, and then also know that, you know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Do you, don't try to be anyone else. Just do you. The right people that are for you will gravitate towards you. So that's my advice for anyone trying to be an agent. And then if you're a buyer or a seller, right? If you're someone that's looking to invest, I'd say today is the best day. Yesterday was the best day to get into real estate. Today is the next best day, right? Well, that's something that my partner says. But what that just means is that, you know, some people decide, oh, I would rather wait. They can probably afford to buy a place right now, but they're just hoping and waiting for the market to crash. But what if the market doesn't crash for 2 years from now? Are you still going to keep waiting while the prices of properties that you're looking at appreciate, and then you can't afford it anymore, right? So I'll say first thing to do is just be educated. First of all, get your finance in order, and then, you know, speak to a mortgage, speak to your bank to know what your pre-approval is, so that you can actually speak to an agent. And once you speak to an agent, then you can now start the process. You know, you can decide, okay, maybe I don't have enough money right now, I can wait, or, you know, what other options are available for me. Maybe you're looking to buy a house, but now you realize that with what you can afford, you can only afford a condo, right? So, you know, having that information and that knowledge is key. So that's what I would say. Like, just get as much information, ask questions, you know, reach out to me. I will be glad to, you know, point you in the right direction, even if it's just for information for a year from now, 2 years from now, whenever you're ready. Just get educated about things first. Next question, please.
This is probably a weird question, but someone asked 3 reasons why anyone should subscribe to your channel.
So that's actually not a weird question. That's a good question. I'll say the first reason why you should subscribe to my channel is for real estate content in regards to I'll be sharing real estate content in regards to tricks and tips to help you get into the market as a buyer and as a seller. So follow me for more information on that. Also, if you're looking to become an agent, I'll be sharing how I run my business on a day-to-day basis. So in regards to, a day in the life of a realtor, things like that, you'll be seeing that on my channel. So stay tuned for that. I'll be able to share more information also about my teams. I'm a part of 2 teams. I'm a part of Christianah with my partner, and then I'm also a part of a team called Wolfpack with some other agents from my brokerage, right? So I'll be sharing more information on that and why I love my brokerage so much. I'm a part of eXp Realty in Canada, so my brokerage gives us a lot of incentives to, for joining. We learn a lot. We have loads of trainings and different things. So I'll be talking more about that in my future videos as well. So follow me to know more about my brokerage. And also, if you're just looking to get into the business, looking to get into real estate, and you're not sure how to navigate that, for realtors, I'll be sharing more videos on my experience and just, more content on that. And then also, I would also be sharing, another reason why you should follow me is for to get to see how I run my business, right? A lot of people don't share how they pretty much run their business, and people don't see the realities of real estate, right? So I plan to do that on my channel. I plan to just inspire people to go for their dreams. If it's being a realtor that you want to do, like, honestly, go for it. If you see me doing it, then you can also get inspired to do it because you're seeing someone in the business, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing here. So stick around and you get to see more. Next question, please.
What do you think is the hardest thing about becoming a YouTuber?
The hardest thing about becoming a YouTuber, I would say it's just the content part. Like, actually having to record videos and take time out every day. Like, you have to literally plan it in advance. You can't just pop up and just say, yeah, I'm gonna record this video today. I mean, some people probably can do it, but for me, that's just the hardest part. And actually, maybe not even as hard as editing. I feel like editing is the hardest part, but I'm getting better slowly, but we'll surely become a boss at it. So that's just my answer for now. Next question, please.
Someone asked best ways to generate leads.
Okay, so as a realtor, you're constantly thinking of ways to generate leads, right? I'll say the first point of contact is your sphere of influence, right? That's why it's very important for you to write down a list of people in your sphere and speak to them. Let them know that you're in real estate, so that way, if they do have anyone that's looking to buy, to sell, to lease, they're able to refer you to them or refer them to you, right? So getting referrals from your sphere is the most important part, is the first part, I would say. And then, your social media as well. One second. I'd say your social media as well. A lot of people are on Instagram. So Instagram is a very good way to generate leads because people are able to see you post content, then they're able to see that you're actually in the line of work, right? Also, make sure that you're posting on both your feed, your reels, post Instagram stories. Just post so that way people see you. When they can see you, then they know what you're doing. So that, and also just all your social media platforms. Facebook, if you have Facebook, trust me, I stopped using Facebook for a minute, but ever since I got into real estate, Facebook has become something that I actually now constantly look at and post on, because I know that that's also a way for people to see me and know that this is what I'm doing. And also, don't forget LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a good source as well, and that's another section that I'm going back into, because I know that that's also something that you need people to know what you're doing. You need to be out there. If you can't, because of COVID right now, we can't really go door knocking as much. You can't talk to people face to face. So what else can you do? Go on Instagram, go on social media, and just blast your, put yourself out there pretty much. So I'll say that's a good source of lead generation as well. And then, other things like marketing, like dropping off flyers and all of that as well. All right, so I think I'm going to go off camera to finish this. So we'll just take one more question, and then we'll be done for today.
Okay. The last question. Pros and cons of being a real estate agent.
Pros of being a real estate agent is that you get to work for yourself. And then the cons of being a real estate agent is you get to work for yourself. Well, it's not a con, but I'll explain. Pro, you get to work for yourself. You're literally waking up whenever you want to do your work, right? But also bear in mind that being a pro is also not as true as it sounds, because when it comes to your clients, you're going off of their availability as well for showings. So if you have to go for a showing with your clients at 8 a.m., you have to get up at 8 a.m. You have to be there for 8 a.m., right? So you see there that, yes, you're not working for someone else, but you're also still working for your clients as well, right? So that's a pro and a con in itself, because going away from a 9 to 5, whereby I thought, I had to be at work for 9 a.m., now I thought going into real estate would be that I would just be doing things on my own terms, by my own schedule. Yes, that's true. I get to plan my schedule and also, prioritize things. But also when your clients need to see places at certain times, when you need to do things at certain times, you're not pretty much doing as you please. You have to work with their schedule as well. So that, I would say that's a pro and a con for being a real estate agent. All right. Thank you so much for joining today and for listening and also watching me eat this yummy food. I feel like I can't finish this, but I'll try my best. If you have any questions, if you have any real estate questions, if you have any questions at all that you just have for me, don't forget, I'm a phone call away, I'm a text away. Text me or call me, and we can also get you started on your real estate journey if you are looking to buy or even looking to sell right now as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to share this video, like, and subscribe as well. And I'll see you in my next channel. Bye.